Hey guys, Divine LP, back with some more Digimon World 4. Last time we took on Item Road and took out Shogun Gekomon, getting us our very first actual Digivolution deck of Clavicendromon. This time we're gonna do the second and last side quest of normal mode before heading off to hard mode. Oh hey, it's you. What great timing. I need to investigate a dungeon called the Undead Yard, but there are many bad Digimon who cause a lot of trouble living there. At this rate, I won't be able to do any research. Will you take care of these bad Digimon for me? Alright, I'll take them down. We'd appreciate it if you could destroy all the evil Digimon inside. Of course, we'll pay you even if you can't take them all down. It's a secret job, so please finish it in 30 minutes. Alright then, I'll change the link from the gate to the outside world so you can go to the dungeon stage immediately. So, the main reason why I didn't decide to do any of these side quests before is because 1, the difficulty is a lot higher in these dungeons, and 2, it would have spoiled where we were going for the final area. You can see we're heading to the battle arena, which is actually what Machine Pit is called. So we would have came here a lot earlier had I decided to do any of the side quests. And I think this one should be on the left side or right side. And it's on the right side. So the special part about this dungeon and its rules, called the Undead Yard, well, Undead Yard. Quest start. Defeat as many enemies as possible. Not as many as possible. All of them. So starting off, you see the counter in the top left corner. It's counting down. We want to make sure we defeat all the enemies here in under, I think, 20 minutes. And or I think we just have to defeat all the Digimon here. I totally forgot to put all my stuff back on. So, not to mention the fact that I didn't want to do this super underleveled, otherwise it would have taken forever. So, total Digimon that we have to defeat is 279. On hard mode, it's 202, I think. And this dungeon actually varies depending on if you're on normal mode or hard mode. So in this one room, there's going to be 14 Mummymon, and when we go upward, there's going to be 15 Mummymon that we want to defeat. I think I'm actually expecting to level up here. Okay, that should be all of them. We can move forward to the next, not that room. We're gonna have to go back towards the left side. I mean, technically you could come in here like level 100 and just one-shot everything just to make it go as fast as possible. But I'd have to do some crazy grinding, as well as go into hard mode, just so I can grind myself up even higher. So there's 15 Mummymon in this room. So I think on the first floor we want to have at least 150 Digimon defeated at least, or 152 or 53. Okay. So I want to head to the right and defeat the 15 in here. I guess I technically could cut out this whole dungeon, but because of the I guess, way you have to go through here, and I guess this dungeon can be tricky, and you definitely can miss a lot of Digimon that you need to defeat, because if you don't defeat every single last one within the time allotted, then you won't get the reward you want. And you'll end up just getting like a piece of armor or bits. Because, spoiler warning, all these side quests, depending on what difficulty you do them, and depending on how you do them, will give you a Digivolution tech. Which is why I'm taking these on now. Well, these are the only two that are required for normal mode. And downside is on hard mode, this dungeon can get very annoying. So we want to take a right here because there's a secret wall. And there will be Mechalude 1. 20 of them. I might honestly go into hard mode. I'll probably show off hard mode just to show it off for one video, and then I think I will off screen probably beat it, as well as get myself to like 93, I think. Because that'll let me speed through a lot of other dungeons as well, and other side quests. Should be all of them. Now I want to head upwards. And there should be 15 more Mummymon in here. I mean, I do kind of recommend you come in here just a little bit higher level than what I am at, because it will make defeating these guys a lot easier and simpler and quicker. But I want to say you don't necessarily have to do it within a certain amount of time. But then again, I also want to say you do, which is at least under 20 minutes. Or just within the 30 minutes. So we want to take a left up here, and only on hard mode will there be a Pheromon up here. So do not forget that. In this Mummymon room there will be 20. We want to head downwards after we defeat these guys. So there'll be another 20 Mummymon. Honestly, I think all these side quests, they're not bad. They're not bad in terms of, I guess, their ideas behind them. But I will say, I kinda don't really have that much play in these dungeons. I love this game, but these side quests, they can get pretty redundant and pretty tedious very quickly. And they can just become very annoying to do, especially when you have to go and save these Digielfs on every single difficulty, and then you have to go replay through these dungeons with a little twist in between. Which can just kind of suck. Or I guess with just more difficulty added. Because the rewards you get, if you don't actually get the Digivolution tech you want, the rewards kind of suck, I'm not gonna lie. I have failed these side quests before, or I guess not really failed, I've beaten them but I didn't fulfill the requirement to get the Digivolution tech, and all I got was like 500 bits for my troubles. I don't consider this a way to grind out bits, at all. Well, I guess what we're going through here, just to give me something to talk about, I think I can go over what I was talking about all that time ago when I said there was a way to get a crap ton of bits without actually doing much. I want to head back this way, and I think right here, yes. So what you want to do is you want to actually have 2 players to make this work. You want to have one person have all the bits, and you want to go to the safekeeper. Then you want to save it with the main person who has the bits, and then exit out. Go out of the safekeeper, give your bits to second player, have them save it with all the bits, and then go out of the safekeeper again, and go back into the safekeeper, and then have them exit out. Or at least have them give back the bits, have them quit the game, just them, and then go call them with the call keeper. Doing that will actually let them keep the bits as if they never gave it to player 1. Player 2 can keep repeating this until you have the max of 99,999,999, which will make life a lot easier if you're trying to get all those rewards from Edamon. Or not really rewards, just all of his items. And I might actually do that just so I can get all of his amazing items, because he does give some incredible items. However, the amount of bits he demands, kinda rich for my taste. So in this one room, there should be 15. Okay, so on the right side there will be 5 chests that you can open, and up here there's only 2 Minotauromon. And I missed. Cool. And now we can move forward. So 256 is what you want to have before moving forward, I hope. Yes. And if I got it wrong, well, crap. So floor number 2 is probably the most interesting one. So in this room, you want to defeat 20 of these guys. So with that, we defeated 5, and then another 5 will spawn. We'll make 10. And then 15. And if you heard, that'll be 20. You heard the door opened. Cool. And then you'll see a cliff right there. Do not jump down that cliff. Whatever you do, do not jump down. In this room, there will be 30 of these mecha root too. But as we're going through here, I don't know. I don't really know what to, I guess, go over. Not really much to go over. I guess I can go over the B packs and what they do, or what they give you. Pretty much what it is you want to go to the card keeper right across the item road quest giver. And when that happens, you can take those B packs and you can open them for cards. You want to do that so you can get at minimum of 30, actually you might want to get 45 cards in total. There's 9 pages and 6 cards in each page. Oh, also once you defeat those, do not jump down, come right across and come back. Because another, I think 5 or 10 will come back? No, 10 more. Anyway, the card keeper. It's to open B packs to get cards, which do absolutely nothing for you except open up a side quest called the Captive Dungeon. This is easily the hardest dungeon, actually one of the hardest dungeons to do. Now we want to jump off. Do not break this. Whatever you do, do not break it. And in this room there will be 30 Mummymon. Anyway, for normal mode, to unlock the Captive Dungeon, you want to have at least 25 cards. And the cards also have rarities. You have common, uncommon, and rare. So you want to have at least 25 cards for hard mode, and I think 25 for normal, 35 for hard, and at least 45 for very hard. I guess while we're in here, while we're taking these guys out, I can technically go over what the requirements for each of the dungeons are. So the Captive Dungeon / card retrieval side quest, which is the top right Digi-Elf in the main lobby on the right side, he will send you on a quest to the Captive Dungeon where you cannot heal whatsoever, unless you have a Drain or Dread ramp. But if you want an actual reward, you have to defeat the boss with 1 HP. There is quicksand in that dungeon, so you can bring yourself down to 1 HP, but there is a legitimate strat that I used when I first did it, and I will show that off when we get there. I highly recommend being at least 93 to do it. At least. So we want to go down, and you can see that there is a gate back home, pretty much. We want to break this wall so that we can keep going forward. There will be another 30 in this room. Another 30 enemies. So we only have 246. We want to bring that up to 279. And okay, getting back to the different side quests there are. The first side quest that you're supposed to do, technically, or that you can do, the requirement to unlock it is you have to be at least level 16 for normal mode, I think 72 for hard mode, and I think at least 100 or 90 something for very hard mode. It is called the Barbarian Cave. All it is just a time dungeon, or I guess a time attack, to go through a dungeon and defeat Mammothmon. There's no good rewards from there, and you don't get a Digivolution for beating it. The one right across from him is called Seal the Souls, or the Sealed Shrine. That will take you into a Venom Jungle themed dungeon, and you can just On normal mode, there's no the requirement is, I think, beat Station X and or Venom Jungle. Normal mode doesn't have a reward, a Digivolution reward, but hard mode and very hard mode do. And I'll go over those when we do it. Okay, Pheromone, I'm gonna kick your ass. Thank you. So there is one more secret area in this dungeon that is only for hard mode. And with that, 279 all enemies were defeated. Return to the lobby and receive a reward. But 12 minutes and 6 seconds. Thankfully, the timer stops. So if you go all the way to the end of that room, there will be, if you face upwards, there will be a secret wall. And if you come over here, there will be another secret wall. Oh man, hard mode. What we want to do is we want to come down here and break this wall, because this will let us head back. So the sealed shrine is just going through a dungeon through a limited amount of time and sealing a ghost, and then you have to escape within an amount of time with, I think, under 10-20 minutes still remaining. But that's just these guys. I'll go over the left side when we get to that side. But for now, let's collect our reward. Hi, you're back. I appreciate what you're doing for the digital world. Obtain the Digivolve technique, wear Garurumon. If you are playing as Vmon, you will get either Clavicandromon or the same reward as I did. If you are playing as Agumon, you will get Hercules Kabuterimon. And if you're playing as Guilmon, you will get War Greybon. Where Garurumon? His thing is, his main gimmick is he's a slash specialist, as well as a force slash blast specialist in a way. So he starts off with ice, and you can build up his blast to get impact. His force skill, he will get speed, which you can build up to get power up. Speed raises speed, which will also raise your auto blocking abilities, and power up will raise your strength and defense. Heal Light, we've already been over, and Cure Light will cure Venom. The higher your heal skill, the better the chances of curing your Venom off. And with that, we have done everything for normal mode that is worthwhile. So, next time on Digimon World 4, we're gonna head off into hard mode and see what it has to offer us. See you guys then.